District of Washington State, Adam Blue Sky handle, is with us for the entire hour taking town hall meeting. Congressman Smith, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate the chance. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Before we start, taking calls and all
Dude was talking about furries in front of the, they was having a furry dance party in front of the ICE building. It's crazy. That must be Portland they're talking about. Yo, what's up, y'all? Like, I just drank a banana, like I boiled like an apple, two apples yesterday. Put some cinnamon in there, and I had that in the refrigerator. Like, I just wanted a banana smoothie, and I mixed the banana with the milk, and then I tried it with the boiled apple and the water, and that cinnamon, man, it went perfect together. Like, I didn't think it would be that perfect together, but try it for real. Like, try it. Yo, why are my eyes red?
Contrast and remind people of just how abnormal the Trump presidency is, and really to begin to win that fight. To begin to show people that we have a reasonable.
The cat's been freaking peeing over there, marking his territory, so I put the kitty litter box over there. I sprayed some Fabuloso on it, and I kind of stepped on it with a rag. Whoa, is that it?
The real goal of Trump and Stephen Miller and J.D. Vance and Kristi Noem was to
Is that the pee stain mark?
make it okay to militarize our cities, to get us used to having troops in the
I don't know, but I rinsed it.
When November of next year comes along, they can use those troops to intimidate
It might be.
or to shut down voting places, or to prevent ballots from being counted, to do the kind of things that apparently he actually tried to do in the fall of
Yeah, but I did some yard work yesterday with the pincers, like
there will be an election in 2026.
the thing that's like this,
Let me toss in,
that'll cut branches.
last week on this program that
And I cut a lot of branches. I was sweating. And
The risk is really a fair.
yeah, like I've been offline. I'm throttled hard from AT&T, and like it hasn't even been online, and then it finally came back online today. The last like 3 or 4 days, it's been not even connecting at all. Like, I'm not even throttled, but like when it does get back on for like 30 minutes or an hour, I am throttled. And so like I turned it off and I reset it right when it started connecting today, and it's just like they won't even give me a megabyte per second. It went from when it finally reconnected, it was 250 kilobytes a second. So like if y'all have AT&T, y'all got to get the good plan, because if y'all don't get the good plan, you're gonna get throttled. But even if y'all get the good plan, like from like what I read, like it's throttled even if it's the good plan. And then fiber, get the fiber internet if it's available in your area. Like I would have fiber, but it's not available in my area. Like I asked, and man, if I would have got fiber, like I might. Like I don't know how fast it would be, but it would most likely, like it would have been $40 a month, and it would probably be fast enough for like 4K live streaming. But I'm just not lucky like that. Like,
so shall we pick up some calls?
Maybe I should have just been trying to get the best plan they got. But I mean, it's just they're not spending money on the infrastructure, I guess. But like I live in a red state, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And then like this dude I was talking to in South Africa, he just got fiber this year because it wasn't available, but like he gets 50 megabytes a second. That's really fast.
For AIDS, anti-AIDS in Africa, I think that's very important. But Africa absolutely has to have our assistance there. There are going to be countries that are just going to drown in AIDS. However, we also need the rare earth minerals and other things that they have. Don't you think that it would be really good to be much more transactional and do like China does? Condition this important aid on things that we need that would not only benefit us greatly in terms of minerals and concrete agreements, but also strengthen the political support for these foreign aid things which are also in jeopardy. Don't you think we need to be more transactional?
Yeah, look, I think it's perfectly okay for us to try to, negotiate with countries in Africa to get deals for those rare earth minerals that are so important. Certainly, no, I don't want to do the China model, which is to come in and simply exploit people and not provide actual assistance to them, number one. Number two, I think
Man,
about those relationships.
what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. I think it's gonna rain. Maybe that's what it is. Bad weather somewhere else, or it's just high traffic. I don't know. Yeah. Don, the cat tried attacking Don, like the chicken, and I was like, I had to yell at the cat, and then I grabbed him. I told him, don't attack Don. And so, like, I don't know, like, I've seen chickens and cats wrestling, and maybe they wrestle, like, maybe they would, like, wrestle it out, but, like, if something happened to Don, I would be sad for a few days, for sure. Yeah, I'm only getting, like, 560 kilobytes a second right now, so the upload speed is terrible. Like, I wish they would have made it to where the upload speed was just as fast as the download speed. That's the worst part. That's like really what does it. See, they get along. It's just when he went over there was some chickens over there, and I think he could have got, like, I think he did get some chicken sometimes. Because he was stealing eggs. He was an egg thief. He was getting eggs. Lately, he's been eating persimmons that's been falling from the persimmon tree. I don't know how long it takes for persimmons to bear fruit, but it's probably a really long time. Years. Yesterday, I cooked some 2 pounds of hamburger meat. I drained it. I put some. The cabbage was starting to go bad, so like I didn't want it to go to waste, so I cut the part of it that was bad out of it. It was pretty yellow, and I put onion, tomato, some Tabasco peppers. I put some Tabasco peppers in there. And I decided I was gonna put like 2 or 3 eggs on it when it was done. Man, I put some pork chorizo in there after I drained it and added some water. And I put some spaghetti noodles in there. Oh man, let me tell you, those 3 eggs on top with that like it was cooking, so it just absorbed the water, like the water evaporated, but like the noodles absorbed the pork sausage, the Mexican sausage, chorizo. Man, that stuff was spicy. It was so good. Try it. Make you some. Yeah, like I had a cup of some like marinara from the taco joint. You know, like how they serve some tortilla chips with marinara sauce. Like I put that in there too. It's actually better because the spaghetti sauce you get at the store, that stuff got too much sugar in it, too much white sugar. Oh damn, man, my melon. My melons didn't get big. That's what she said. Damn. I was trying to grow some honeydew melon. Okay, so next time I'm gonna have to put a lot of dirt. A lot. Like a lot, a lot. There's some little cucumbers growing. They look like little pickles. Oh, so that's how they make the little pickles. Because I put too many cucumbers in one spot. And this is like one of them little pickles right there. It's like a little cucumber. They're not getting big. Because they're too close together. See, I just like... One of the cucumbers was going bad. And I found this in the woods. I found this in the woods. It looks like a wild potato. I think I saw something about this on YouTube on a thumbnail one time, but I didn't watch the video. And I think this is like some type of wild potato. I don't know if I should just leave it here or put it in some dirt. I guess I could try to put it in this. There's nothing growing in there anymore. Let's see. I don't know if I should cut this off. I don't know if that'll even grow. Probably not. But I did see another one of these in the woods. Is that a bug? Ugh. Yeah, it's windy. I can hear a bee. It is a bee. It's right there. Oh man, the weather feels so good. You trying to beat me to the persimmons, dude? He done got him a persimmon. You went and found one so fast. That was my persimmon. You ate my persimmon. No, ain't nothing falling since I picked some this morning. This is a persimmon tree. It goes way up there. Might be 30 years old. Oh, no, that one's been there. Some of them, they fall down, they're hard. Some of them, they stay hard. Oh, that's mine right there. I found one. I had to get it before I had to get it before you did. You found another one right there. I didn't even see it. Yeah, this one's nice and soft. Telling you right here, here's the vitamin C. I made some watermelon water with, like, I put some olive oil in there, cold pressed olive oil, and I sprinkled a little bit of cayenne pepper powder, chili powder. So it's like red chili powder, the super spicy stuff. Don't put a bunch of it in water. Like I did the other day, I put a bunch of it in water and I drank it, and it was hurting my chest. It was hurting my chest while I was asleep. My chest was burning. But like, see what it's doing is the cayenne pepper goes through the veins and it's cleaning it out. It cleans it out. Mix it with the like olive oil and a little bit, just a little bit, like this much. Like, don't put a lot like I did, but like just a little bit. And you do that often, it cleans your veins out so you don't have a heart attack or a stroke or like an aneurysm. You know, it's like a blood clot going to the brain. And because the American food, like from the restaurants, the deep fried food type stuff, like fried chicken, it clogs up the veins. It they call it calcification. It's like the plaque on your teeth. It's like the plaque on your teeth. You know, there's a fighter, Kimbo Slice. He had a heart attack. So like, I'm big on fruit and vegetables and what's a snake? Stay away from it. Yeah, he knows it'd be some snakes. It was a lot of snakes this year. Ever since I showed him a couple of snakes, he was knowing what they look like. Started looking at the ground differently. There was about 10, 15 snakes came through. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do. You know, like I'm not gonna resort to becoming a political channel like a lot of people do. They just put political stuff on the title just so they get a lot of views. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like I just wanna, because that would absorb most of my conversation pieces into somebody else's talking points or whatever. Um, and honestly, like it makes people look crazy. Um, some people might think I'm probably crazy, but I really don't care because everybody's actually crazy in their own way. What are you looking at, Don? Don't be doing that. That's foam. Do not eat that. No. No. That's trash, man. I know, I forgot that foam in there. Damn. Yeah, I ever heard that foam is like part of mushrooms? Or like that's how they invented foam, styrofoam. It's from mushrooms. I don't know if it's true because I never did research it. But I had an ingrown pimple on my chin from shaving. I'm trying to just shave my neck. And I got a needle and I poked it. Quit doing that! And it actually helped. Because I used to get a lot of them when I was younger. These ingrown pimple boils. Don't eat foam. That ain't food, dude. That is not food, dude. I was talking to one of the homies the other day and I kept saying dude and he was like, you sound like a white dude. Oh man. You know, he's black. He ain't all black though. He's like um he's like part Pacific Islander or something. Quit. Quit, dude. Stop. Don't eat styrofoam. Have you been eating styrofoam? Are you nuts? This dude been eating styrofoam. Hell no. What the fuck? Don't eat that. Stop. I should trim these. That's a baby tree right there. There's another baby tree bush. There you go. I hope you ain't gonna choke from all that styrofoam. Yoga. Yo, the YouTube AI is prejudiced as fuck. Y'all getting judged by a fucking computer program, man. It done been taken over. It's a what do they call it? Court. That's a. It's done been taken over by Google. It's a corporation. It's part of the corporation now. Y'all ain't gonna y'all ain't gonna feel like it's the same YouTube. A lot of y'all probably been on that, but it ain't the same YouTube. Y'all know it ain't the same YouTube as it used to be. It used to promote a bunch of funny stuff. It don't anymore. It used to promote compilations and stuff. It don't promote compilations anymore. That's how like those like epic fail channels got so big. Daily dose of internet. He said it himself. I heard him say it. He said that Google Tube. Yeah, might as well just call it Google Tube. Google Tube um don't like compilations. So like if you want to watch compilations, you gotta compilations. I used to watching compilations. Like I get distracted by the YouTube feed, so you gotta get off of it and like type in compilations. This shit funny. That shit funny. I like watching people on drugs. There's a good one right now that's still going around. People on drugs. That shit funny, man. Like I seen these people in Russia. They must have been close to Russia or something. It looked like some drug that wasn't fun at all. But they was making like facial expressions. Like they was looking like they was smiling 1 minute and they couldn't help it. And it would just make them do that, and they was just quiet about it, and it was weird. That's no kind of drug I want to do. Just heck no, I'm a raver, man. I'm a raver for life. I just ain't raved in a long time. Like I miss it, and it's like it's a lot like psilocybin, like magic mushrooms. Like you do it a couple times, you don't really want to do it that much anymore. For like a year or something. But some people they get addicted to stuff, and they want to do it all the time, like every week, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy to do it like that. No. No, it ain't healthy to do it like that, kinfolk. Yeah, it's gonna rain. Scarecrow. Scarecrow looking sad. Scarecrow looking sad. Freaking Brussels sprouts didn't grow. It's down. It's the dirt. It was some ants up under there too. The okra did good though. For some reason, the okra did really good. Whoa, that's an okra flower? Damn. I didn't know that's what okra flower looked like. Are these things in? Are these things in? It's a toadstool. Chill out, Dawn. You see them birds out there? Tom Hartman shows on.
Organization is the right one. I think we've moved away from that to some degree and concentrated too much in the the swing states. And we got to be everywhere. We got to be everywhere. We go back on the roll. So I think there is an effort going on. I will agree with you. It needs to be a lot more, and it needs to be more consistent and more driven to get people back on the rolls and to block these efforts to purge them.
CJ in Shreveport, Louisiana, you're on the air with Congressman Smith.
Hey, I was wondering what you think of this, that y'all may have been able to do back on January 6th to have stopped a lot of this. Election denialism, of course, was not have been a good thing, but you could have disqualified his electors or challenged his electors based on eligibility denialism, because under the Constitution, he's not eligible to be president. And I'm not talking about the 14th Amendment. I'm talking about
I
the
know what you're talking
22nd.
about.
Okay. CJ, thanks.
And we did challenge that, and the courts ruled against us. I forget the states. I think it was in Colorado, one other state.
Maine was the other one, I think, yeah.
Where they raised that argument, and they said, because he's an insurrectionist, he's not eligible to be on the ballot, and we lost that in court. Now, look, I mean, the post-January 6th thing is a great tragedy that the Republican Party didn't stand up to Trump in that moment when they had a chance and push back. But, what's done is done. We got to fight the fight that's in front of us.
William in Seattle, you're on the air with Congressman Smith.
Thank you so much for taking my call. I have a question for Congressman Smith. You actually represent me, and I've reached out to your office several times. I've received emails, pretty canned responses, to be honest. But my question I keep continuing to want to ask is, what specific action are you taking to end U.S. funding of the genocide, mass starvation in Gaza right now? Like, what action are you taking to actually stop that?
Got it, William. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I said this in a town hall meeting a couple of days ago. I think we should restrict arms sales to Israel right now until they stop the war in Gaza.
Damn.
Number two, Russian humanitarian assistance to Gaza. And number three, support an alternative to Hamas as a government coalition.
Check it out what I cooked yesterday, man. It got an egg on there. It's got an egg on there. That's the first time I ever put an egg on there when it was done. And I drained the hamburger meat. I'm about to eat some more of it. I ate some this morning.
That has to change. That is the way to stop Hamas. More military operations in Gaza are not going to do it. They're just going to expand this misery.
Can't believe the chicken was eating styrofoam. Like, what the heck? Oh man, I looked at Plenty of Fish today, like when the internet got back on. There's like 2 or 3 profiles that I liked. One of them was this like it was this like Asian woman, like a white Asian woman. Like, I don't even know if the profile is real. Like, you can't trust everything you see on the internet these days. But she's like, on her profile, she said she was a software developer. She looked like a little white Korean woman or something. And she was pretty though. Like, she was real pretty. But she said she was a programmer on her. You know how like when you're a programmer, like a software developer, she put programmer. I don't know, but like I could just imagine. And then there was this other one. like this white woman. Uh, she looked kind of like like all American. Like she was a blondie though, like she had blonde hair. Um, but she said she was an intellectual. She said if you're into hunting, fishing, if you're a Trumper, then she's not the one for you. Um, and so I guess she was a like. Um, But it makes me feel old because I am old. Like, I do realize that I'm getting old and it's scary. Like, it's really scary because they was like 38, 39 years old. Like if you get on a dating website and you're pretty old like I am, like on Plenty of Fish, they're only going to show you people your age. And it's freaking scary, man. Like this one chick, she sent me a message on there and she's like 37. She looks like she's 57. Some people, they just don't, like, they don't age really good. Like you really got to start, like you really have to take care of yourself like from 34, like really like in your 30s, like as soon as you get in your 30s, like like drinking alcohol type stuff, like food, like like all this stuff, like junk food. There's some fried fried pork skins, and you can see on the oil it's gonna say it don't even say the oil that was used, but yeah, so like stop buying vegetable oil. Buy like olive oil, coconut oil. Coconut oil is white, like cold pressed. Honey, get some honey. Like olive oil, like I already said that. Fruit, you gotta eat fruit, like just eat your veggies, fruits, and nuts. I mean, but I'm over here like eating some hamburger meat and some wheat. Hey, it's still good. I put some peppers in there, man. This is so good. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's super spicy. There's no sugar, like, there's no white sugar in here because I didn't put any, spaghetti sauce that you get from the grocery store. Like, it's too much, like, added sugar in there. That white sugar, like, I've learned that it damages your blood, like your brain. It's a drug, so like if you want some sugar, like do the natural sugar, like this stuff right here, or like this. But I know it's a drug, so like you want a cupcake, and you just can't help it. Sometimes you just want a cupcake, right? Like. Damn, but like I ate some for breakfast and now I want some for lunch. Like my stomach is huge.
Mike Johnson, yeah. Do you believe in Congress? Are you just going to dissolve the whole body and let Trump do whatever he wants to do? I don't know if they're ever going to stand up, but we got to push them as hard as possible to make them do it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. It's 49 minutes past the hour. We'll be back with more of your calls for Congressman Adam Smith in 60 seconds. I have to read a commercial over on the commercial side of the program. You'll hear a promo on this side. And we'll be
I don't have a phone holder over
here.
here.
49 minutes past the hour. It's the Tom Hartman program. Defending America from the weapons of mass deception. Congressman Adam Smith with us. AdamSmith.house.gov. Both the website and the Blue Sky app.
This chick be live streaming from California, and like she's always saying GG, which is slang term. Like if you're a video gamer, you know, say, like I remember doing that on Twisted Metal back in like 2011, like 2012. But like a lot of people, they just say GG today.
Reaching out to our stations and sponsors and letting them know that you're listening. It really
She's always saying keck. And like, what the heck is that? Like, I haven't asked her yet. Like, what is keck? Because she says that a lot, and she reminds me of the Mars Attacks aliens, like on that movie Mars Attacks.
To destroy our we learn how Trump's psychopath father and also his mentor, Roy Cohn.
I'm freaking hungry. I'm gonna eat.
A billionaire networks built the machinery that made his presidency inevitable. And how our democracy is dying.
And I freaking hurt my pinky, like in my sleep this morning. Like when I got up, like I was tossing and turning, and I tossed and turned. Like I flipped on my stomach. And my finger was like I left my finger up like this, and I I belly flopped on my finger, and it like popped my pinky. Wait, it was this one though. Why is this one hurting? Yeah, so I just uploaded a short video of Cyberpunk, the very last cutscene in space. It's actually like alternate scenarios. Like the movies at the end of the game, they're different. So the first time I did it one way, and the second time I just did it another way. I didn't save the first time, or maybe I did, but I just uploaded it. It's the second time. It's a different thing, and I think it's one more option that I think I can play as Johnny Silverhand or something. Like it's Keanu Reeves. It's a character in the video game, and he's Keanu Reeves, and he has a robotic arm. If you're into video games, or if you're thinking about it, buy it. Cyberpunk, I got it on sale for like $20. Damn. And seasoning, I put cumin in here. I don't think I put garlic in it this time. I did put some cilantro in it at the very end. Some dried cilantro. There's some recipe with hamburger meat and like a chicken egg, but I forgot what it was or like where I saw it at. Like whenever I cook, I don't I don't give my recipes names, so I probably could name them. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
But he shouldn't even have the authority to do it in the first place. And again, I'll end where I started. Get rid of the tariffs, get rid of the immigration policies so that farmers can actually earn a living the way they want to earn a living. So I think those are the messages that we should hammer home on that. But yeah, you're right to be worried. If this winds up being just Trump taking this tariff money and passing it out where he wants to pass it out, I think we all know what his priorities are going to be. They are not going to be the priorities that help the working people of this country.
Just a minute and a half to the end of this hour. Jackie in Havre de Grace, Maryland. You are on the air with Congressman Smith.
Pretty good. Thank you. I'm a first-time caller. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh.
Just two quick things. One is I haven't heard anybody talk about us doing our own project document, like a Project 2029, Reclaiming Our Democracy, and really pulling in the people to help craft this document along with the experts in the field. So, for example, the leaders of...
Let's get Congressman Smith's response.
Actually, people are doing that. There's I forget who it was, but there's specifically someone who is putting together a 2029 project. And that 2029 project ought to be a return to our progressive roots. You know, when you look at how we've changed this country to combat inequality, we've really done it very effectively 3 times. At the turn of the 20th century, when we put in the income tax, we got rid, we did antitrust, the Fair Labor Standards Act, end of child labor, 1930s New Deal, of course, but then the Great Society in the 1960s, Medicare, Medicaid, the Voting Rights Act, there was a public housing bill in there as well. Basic progressive efforts
It was child
to
labor,
reform and
y'all.
regulate capitalism in
It
our
was
system
child
has
labor.
worked. We don't need a revolution. You know, we don't need some, forgive me, communist socialist utopia. We need to use basic progressive principles that we've used in this country repeatedly to get greater equality for the American people. That's the message we need to do, and that's what a Project 2029 thing ought to say. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stand up for the working class in this country, and we're going to bring back equality and housing for
Amen. Congressman, it's great having you with us for the hours. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and keep up the great work.
You as well. Terrific program. Really love what you do. So thanks for giving me a chance to join you.
Thank you, Congressman.
You're listening to Tom Hartman.
Man, if you go from the Washington Journal, like on C-SPAN, from 6 o'clock in the morning to like 10 o'clock, they do a show where people can call in, and the people that call and the way they talk and how they talk and like what they talk about is awesome. And they're usually like really like old people, so that's why like it's so awesome. And then like if you switch from there to this free speech TV, it's called FSTV, but like Tom Hartman, like he has a lot of callers that call in as well. And it's like, you know, like my first experience with that is like Alex Jones, like a long time ago. He was actually pretty popular, but like he's not as popular anymore because people like they realize like a lot of it was just a show. Like it was just you know, just whatever. Like he made a lot of money selling pills, selling vitamins and stuff. So like it was a good way to learn about how to become a character and then sell stuff. Like a lot of YouTubers, they sell stuff. So like it's easy for you to make your own brand or your own trademark. and like just try not to worry so much about the copyright, but like if you do the copyright stuff, I guess you could listen to like 30 seconds at a time or something, and then you have to talk in between there, so like it doesn't get you thrown off from the algorithm, so they can keep showing your videos or whatever. Like if you like upload videos, if you do it like that, um, so you don't get shadow banned or something. But it's a trip. Like it is a trip listening to people call in live, and then like they have a lot of good talking points. But cause I haven't listened to Washington Journal in a long time. Like I used to be listening to them like here a couple years ago. Um, it's refreshing actually, because a lot of people like you realize that we're all going through the same things. So like once you realize that they just keep us divided like as a nation, then you realize like our country, like we're all people and we're all in one country, and they call us the United States of America, but lately the political climate, it's divided. It's like the divided states of America, but it doesn't, like it's not supposed to be like that. Like I guess maybe things can get better, but they say that things before they get better, like they have to get worse before they get better. And like I really, like I am starting to believe that because like there's a whole money talks, money talks and bullshit walks, and like it's really true because it's like a technocracy, like the big tech, like the Googles, like the alphabets, like the Facebooks, um like all the big corporations, they pay the politicians so they don't make any laws against them so they can keep doing what they do. And so that's why it just separates them from us as working class people, and it doesn't make any sense for us to be bickering with each other because one thing is like if you're an American, you really don't have any privacy. Like we lost our privacy like after 2001, like it was 2006, and that's like I keep seeing that time and time again, like the fact that people don't have privacy, and it's like that's one of our rights in the Constitution. Like it's not just a fence in your backyard where you're like, I have a privacy fence. No, it's like since the internet. It's been since the internet, so like there's no privacy on your internet, is what I'm saying. And it's like that for everybody, but it doesn't make sense. And so what I'm saying is they haven't passed any laws against the technology, like the big tech, since the 80s or whatever, like because they've been paying them money, like they pay the politicians money. Um, like it used to be called bribes, but I heard that it's not called a bribe anymore. Like since the 70s, they changed it to lobbying. So when you hear lobbying, it's when the politicians will accept money. So they're getting bags and bags of money, or it's deposited into their bank account. So there's like secret, like under the table transactions. It's like secret transactions, or like if it's public, I don't know. But that's where it kind of separates us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the last two presidents, it seems like the world is changing. Um, because it was like an open borders thing, Like they're just like letting everybody in, like because of Facebook. Like Facebook, that's what I think caused a lot of immigration is because of Facebook. But like, see, because ever since World War II, the United Nations, that's over there in Europe, like all the countries get together in Europe, and it's called the United Nations, and that was like that evolved out of World War II, and like because of what happened to the Jews, like if because of because of the Holocaust, like there's a humanity there's a humanitarian type, like I think there's some laws or something where like people are able to migrate, like if you want to go live in another country you can, type thing, like if you're running from like oppression or something like that. um but I think Facebook is the problem because a lot of those people in the poor countries, like outside of America, the first time for them to get on the internet, like I heard, was because of Facebook. Like they got on Facebook and then they got to get together in groups and stuff. You know how like Facebook is, like you can make a group or whatever. And so they realized like, oh, like we could travel to Europe or travel to America, and so they're like it created a mass migration type thing because back in the old days it was like word of mouth type thing, like telephones, and now with the internet, like everybody's on internet. Like I just talked to a dude in South Africa. Like I talked to a whole dude in Africa the other day. He got faster internet than me. Like I see people live streaming from Asia. They got faster internet than me. And I'm over here in America. I'm in a poor part of America. Like I'm part of the poor part. There's poor Americans, y'all. So I think like when a lot of those people from other countries came to America, they realized that some places in America people were still poor as fuck.
On Blue Sky and Sirius XM. Well, that's Sirius XM. So, Dean, welcome back. Your newsletter yesterday was just mind blowing. Pam Bondi just reminded us that she's part of the Jeffrey Epstein cover up. Eric Swalwell yesterday came out and said that he thinks that Republicans are starting to the whole Republican wall on behalf of Trump in the House and Senate, or at least in the House, is starting to crack with Marjorie Taylor Greene coming out here. And Thomas Massey and Nancy Mace joining together with Democrats with Ro Khanna to say, hey, wait a minute, we want to see those files. And then the way that she was just lying about this yesterday, what the hell is going on here?
Has about 2,500 likes in less than 12 or 14 hours, which I'm not bragging. I'm stunned by that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad people are sharing it. People are liking it. My point was, first of all, Pam Bondi, without any kind of shading or opinion here, was so defensive, so evasive. And to me, and anyone who's worked in the law, those are what prosecutors call consciousness of guilt. She is being evasive because she is guilty.
The Geneva
not guilty of being involved in the Epstein sex ring, but being involved in the Epstein cover-up. And that's why she lashed out against Democrats. She would not give yes or no answers or straight answers to anything. And even when Republican Senator John Kennedy asked her questions about Howard Lutnick, who the Secretary of Commerce last week said Jeffrey Epstein was the biggest blackmailer ever. That's what he said last week. This is Trump's current Secretary of Commerce.
Damn, that stuff
She
crazy.
said she wouldn't answer it directly. It was unbelievable to see this master class in guilt. So what we have is a woman who's been engaged in a long-time cover-up for Donald Trump, and finally some people pressed her. And we can talk about it a little bit more, going back to when she was AG of Florida. That's when the cover-up began.
They like
she was AG of Florida for what, 8 years, something like that? And that was during the time that Jeffrey Epstein was raping young girls right there in Florida, right under her nose.
Exactly. From 2011 to 2019, Pam Bondi was the Attorney General of Florida. In that time, as I wrote about in an article a few months ago, that she made prosecuting child sex predators one of her top things. She had numerous press conferences. We arrested these people, we worked with these law enforcement, we got them. She never investigated Jeffrey Epstein. And we know this sex ring was still going on in those years because Trump's own DOJ in 2020 after Epstein killed himself, they did a report on the suicide, but also on Epstein, and talked about that. After he got out of prison in 2008, he went back to his lifestyle and he continued to abuse young girls, children, and women. That's happening right in that state. There's no way she didn't know.
In
She
Florida.
was protecting people in power. One of them was probably Trump. There could have been Democrats as well. Let's be blunt.
Very, very seriously on this. John Mitchell was Richard Nixon's attorney general. John Mitchell spent months because of his efforts to cover up Richard Nixon's with regard to Watergate. Do you think that Pam Bondi has legal here, and might this be one of the reasons why she's participating in these efforts to militarize our cities that Governor Pritzker says are preparation to basically lock down the 2026 elections?
I think that the fact the Supreme Court last year said that the president has absolute immunity for any actions they take, which are enumerated in the Constitution, which simply means spelled out in writing in the Constitution, means he can give her a pardon. He can give everybody, Stephen Miller and everyone, and they know that. So they feel that they have the same shield, that they can do anything they want, that they're above the law. And Donald Trump will 100% pardon them the same way he pardoned the January 6 terrorists who brutally beat up police officers and attacked the Capitol. I think that's what's going on. John Mitchell was not pardoned by Richard Nixon. If Richard Nixon pardoned him, he would not have gone to jail. Donald Trump will pardon everyone involved in this administration. Are there state crimes she's committed that are not affected by pardoned by President?
Damn.
Crimes, not state. We will see in time if she committed any state crime.
Too much politics, man. Can't really do nothing about it. The only thing that matters is your vote or how much money you got. Woo! Too much politics, man. Too much politics. I'm just trying to go to a rave, man. I'm trying to party, man. I'm scared to spend my money because after I get done partying, I ain't gonna have no more money. Oh, no. You gotta make money to party? What? You gotta make money to party. Yeah, if you really want to party like that and have fun at a rave, man, you gotta bring a lot of money, man. You gotta buy them tickets. If if you want to go to the biggest rave in the world in America, it's like $1,200, $1,500 for 3 days. Yeah, over there in Nevada. I just want to go to see all the people. But like, if you really want to have fun though, house parties are the best.
And he had a
House
sign,
parties,
she had a
small
sign,
raves.
and this
You can go to a rave and like pitch a tent. Like, that's the cheapest way. Like, a lot of those raves, when they got so big, like people was bringing their motorhomes and everything, like campers and stuff. Like when they broke it up, just watch the rave documentary. See, the one I'm talking about is from England. Yeah, in England. Before it became illegal, it got so popular, you know. Then after it became legal, it became, you know, whatever you call it, like, it started costing money, like money, more money.
What are your thoughts on the legality and the political and constitutional practicality of governors standing up to
No, but it don't cost that much.
on the part of this federal agency?
It don't cost that much.
That's too many questions. I'm gonna send you a bill for this. That's a lot of
Well, we only have
there's a lot to
we have a
unpack.
minute and a half to the hard break.
And the big thing is, the people who got hurt should file a complaint with the
My hat
police
go.
against
There it
ICE
is.
officers. If you don't know what it is, you can tell them and they should begin an investigation. There is some immunity for federal officers in doing things consistent with their job, just like the police have certain
Very
immunities.
qualified immunity.
So you're gonna have, so they're gonna bump up against each other, but you shouldn't give them a get out of jail free card. Let it be litigated in the court. Let someone be charged, let them get a lawyer, let them post bail, and let it be tried. And if it gets dismissed, it gets dismissed. If you don't do anything, don't.
Man, I did some yard work yesterday with those pincers, and like I was doing this gum tree, like it was like that big. It was like that big around this branch, and like it wouldn't pinch it all the way, so I kind of cut it all the way around, like this way and then that way and then this way, and I was gonna pull it, right? So I was pulling it from the back of my truck, and I forgot it was a gum tree. Like I thought it was gonna break like normal, but nah, because it was a gum tree, it was like a rubber band. So by the time that it broke like a rubber band, and I just went wow, and I fell on my back. I fell on my back. I fell on my shoulder blade, but I was all right. Like I only fell like off the tailgate of the truck. But it happened in slow motion. Like whenever something like that happens, it happens in slow motion. And like my brain instantly clicked. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit the ground. Basically, I ain't got a belt, so basically, I'm just gonna use this drawstring right here. I mean, my belt's over there. I was just basically. Yeah, so basically this BBW sent me a message on Plenty of Fish. And basically she's 37, but she looks 57. And basically, I'm terrified. So basically, I don't know what the F I'm doing. But I do. Yeah, but I picked this mushroom yesterday, and I don't know if it's any good. They call them bolettes. And it was red on top and yellow on the bottom, or like it was turning kind of blue. And I don't know if they're any good. But it does smell like a mushroom. I'm not into the white ones. There's white ones, they're not good. They're deadly. You don't want to eat mushrooms that you don't know what they are. You got to be real careful because it can ruin your kidneys and then you die. So, I mean, you know, no wonder why they call them holy cow, because there's mushrooms coming from the cow and they're really good. They grow on cow poop. And then there's some over there in like California type area, like the Northwest. They grow on wood chips. But those are different. Those are the, I don't know, but they're magic mushrooms. Conigno Lamborghini, classico. Classico, Conigno Lamborghini. Conigno Lamborghini. You want to know what I smell like? I smell like some Conigno Lamborghini right now. Big truck. Whoa, a big truck. A big truck lot, like a big truck festival. Big trucks, all big trucks. What are those? Freightliners, Kenwoods, Max, Peterbilt. That one looked like a Peterbilt. Damn, I like them. Damn. Look at this truck. It's orange. It's a lowrider truck. It's got like the airbags, like they can lower it, or it's just already like that. Like for the rear end and the front end, like on the axles, but it's orange, yo. Like, damn, there's like black truck after black truck after black truck. There's a gray truck, there's a dark red truck, there's like a dark blue, dark green. But I really like this orange right here. This is like my favorite color. My favorite color is like on a vehicle. Like I just love this color in general. Like, I had some cargo pants from JCPenney one time. They was polyester. They was orange. They was this color orange. Man, they looked so good. They was like the best raver pants I had, but they was too short. When I grew up, I had them from a teenager to when I grew up, and then they was too short on me, so I threw them away. I kind of regret throwing them away. I regretted that. But I was just getting rid of my old clothes because I had a lot of clothes. Yeah, I regretted that. I'd like to buy some more like that if there's some on Amazon or something. But I bought them in the year 2000 or 1999. Possibly 2001. What kind of truck you think this is? I'm not very familiar with big trucks, but I do know Peterbilt, Kenwood, Mack. I've seen Caterpillar trucks, I've seen Freightliners, I've seen Internationals, but I don't know their names. They got number names. They're weird. Like that, like all these new Volvos, they got numbers in the names, like CX90. I want a Volvo CX90. They're like a wagon. It's like a SUV, but a wagon, a long wagon. Like, if you look at a Volvo, just type in Volvo CX90. Wait, no, that's the Mazda CX90. Yeah, just lowered that thing a little bit, it looks like a clean wagon. And then there's a Volvo. See, I done forgot the name of it, but it's also wagons. They call them a crossover. They're not anything close to an SUV. That thing is amazing. Whoa, it has something on the back. I think that's like an arm. It's an arm for something. I don't know what that is. Is that a tow truck? Damn, some kind of truck show. I called it a festival. Oh, it's the sex shop in Cyberpunk. Is that a strap-on? Why's it gotta be black? Why's the strap-on gotta be black? What the heck? Boobs. No, Cyberpunk, man. See, I asked like one of my friends, because he said he played Cyberpunk, but he stopped playing it because it was hard to play. Like, I was like, did you know there's a sex shop in Cyberpunk? And he was like, no. He didn't even know. People be neglecting video games or like anything in general, like if they don't like it at first. But he probably didn't like the technicality of this game. Oh, fuck! I just fucking dropped it. The technicality of this game is really technical. It's like hard to wrap your head around, like how to craft and like how to do the armor and all that, like how to do the side missions and all this stuff. It doesn't teach you in a tutorial. You basically have to teach yourself. And that's what I am. I'm freaking self-taught. I'm a self-taught hardcore gamer. And I'm self-taught with life experience. If people doubt you like they've doubted me, you can't let that get to you. You can't argue with them about it because they're looking at a different perspective than you. Not everybody can put your shoes on. Like, not everybody can look at you the way you look at you. Only you can look at you the way you look at you. Not everybody can understand you, is what I'm saying. So you can't really take it to heart when people got negative opinions about this and that. But I actually been playing, I've been playing this game. I played some Fallout 4. I played some Cyberpunk. I've been playing Tom Clancy's Wildlands. And I'm kind of wondering if I should go back to Fallout 4, because I was going to redo the story and then I was going to tell my son, my father's son, to fuck off. Because the first time I didn't, I went with the Institute. The Institute is the whole part you don't like about the game, but I just chose it because I was just running through the story. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna stop the stream here, and I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna give it another title. So
The entire
I'll add
3-hour
later.
podcast is available over at TomHartman.com.
This week's been a war of headlines. One battle after another. And through it all, I keep hearing that art's to blame. But it isn't. It never was. They send troops into our neighborhoods. They kick down doors in the night. They redraw the maps of freedom and call that justice done right. But a song ain't a weapon, and a movie's not a sin. It's a truth they can't handle that keeps burning in the wind. Art is not the enemy. Authoritarianism is. You can jail a poet, but the words still live. You can ban a story, but the truth still bleeds. Art is not the enemy. Authoritarianism is. They fear the brush, the pen, the drum, the voice that dares to rise. They call it chaos, but it's only people opening their eyes. You can take away the spotlight, but not the spark beneath the skin. Every time they try to silence us, the song begins again. Art is not the enemy. Authoritarianism is. You can raid the canvas, but the colors still resist.
So just a final note on this movie, One Battle After Another. Art is not the enemy. And history reminds us that art has always frightened the powerful. I mean, what Jimmy Kimmel was doing was art too. Uncle Tom's Cabin was banned in the South because, they didn't want to confront slavery. Upton Sinclair's book, The Jungle, about the meat packing operations in, I believe it was New York, might have been Chicago, were smeared by the industrialists for revealing the horrible conditions, the consequence of raw capitalism. Protest music in the 60s, they called Bob Dylan a communist. They said he was unpatriotic. When art tells the truth, power always howls. And today that same pattern is repeating itself. The same right-wing billionaires who are funding outrage over this film, The One Battle After Another, are working to silence teachers. They want to shut up librarians. They want to rewrite history to protect privilege. They're arresting people who protest against them, whether it's standing in front of an ICE facility or whether it's the former director of the FBI or mayors of cities or members of the House of Representatives, members of Congress. They fear a nation that still feels empathy. They fear what happens when the people that they are supposed to serve start asking, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? And that's what One Battle After Another is all about. It's about confronting that power. So check it out. It's just a great movie.
What movie was
Speaking
it?
of confronting power, Governor J.B. Pritzker just said that Donald Trump is deploying troops to Chicago because of his dementia and obsessive fixations. One of the things we know is that Trump thinks that Portland's on fire because Fox News played B-roll when he was watching. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Stephen Miller or the people around him have these clips of the Black Lives Matter protests in Portland 5 years ago. Now, 5 years ago, we did have 3 city blocks here that, there was some serious conflict going on. It wasn't, the city was not on fire. It was nothing close to that, although there were some fires. But, and it was a mess. It was just an absolute mess. And I was on the air saying, stop. This is not the way you win the fight against the Trump administration or against racism or, against people like George Floyd being murdered. This is not how you do it. You don't burn a city down. And in fact, the last time the Insurrection Act was put into place was in 1992 when George Herbert Walker Bush did it. Or maybe it was 93, as a result of the riots in Los Angeles, which I think were around Rodney King, if I'm remembering right.
1993.
So anyhow, J.B. Pritzker, he says, this is a man who's suffering dementia. This is a man who has something stuck in his head. He can't get it out of his head. He doesn't read. He doesn't know anything that's up to date. It's just something in the recesses of his brain that's effectuating to have him call out these states. And then, unfortunately, he has the power of the military and the federal government to do his bidding. He says, but we're not going to go to war between the state of Illinois and the federal government, not taking up arms against the federal government, but we are monitoring everything they are doing, and we are using that monitoring to win in court. And then Donald Trump responds to this morning. He comes out and he says, Chicago mayor should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers, and Governor Pritzker also.
That sounds crazy.
Right. So you speak out against Donald Trump, and Donald Trump says, you go to jail.
That's crazy.
Comey, James Comey, he was arraigned this morning. He pled not guilty. Mueller, she wrote, is now reporting that he's going to file selective and vindictive prosecution motions to dismiss, and he's going to challenge the legality of Lindsay Halligan, who did this runner-up beauty queen, who Donald Trump hired to prosecute James Comey because no lawyer in the federal government was willing to do it, or at least in that office. In fact,
Man, America done gone crazy the last 10 years,
office,
man.
in that Virginia office to do it. She had to pull somebody in from one of the Carolinas, as I recall. So maybe Comey can actually do some damage here. And did you see Pam Bondi yesterday? I mean, you know, Dean covered this, but I just want to say this was she was rude. She was obscene. This was a violation of the Senate's history and decorum.